The Gospel according to John, chapter 5. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. Oh, now we have a Bethesda, as opposed to a Bethsaida, or it may be the same place. I guess I'll look it up. Because Bethesda means house of Esda. Bethsaida means house of Seda. They may be two different things. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk. Impotent. Of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. Waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first, after the troubling of the water, stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. Oh, wow. That's why they were there. Yeah, I thought it was just like miraculous healing water, but this is why. There was an angel that went down at certain times. And a certain man was there which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he saith unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool. But while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. Oh, that's messed up. Jesus saith unto him, Rise, take up thy bed, and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed, and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath. Uh-oh, here he's going to get blamed for healing on the Sabbath. The Jews therefore said unto him that was cured, It is the Sabbath day. It is not lawful for thee to carry thy bed. Oh my God. So he was crippled for 38 years. He couldn't even stand, it seems like. He couldn't stand. He couldn't even move himself to the extent he couldn't even like roll himself or crawl to the pool. And these absolute dirt burglars are coming up to him, he's just been healed after 40 years almost. And they're going, hey man, you're not supposed to carry your bed. Okay, first of all, these are probably all the people stepping over him for 38 years. And they don't even recognize that this is a guy. This is how bad these people are. They're not even like, oh my God, it's you, right? He answered them, He that made me whole, the same said unto me, Take up thy bed and walk. Then they asked him, What man is that which said unto thee, Take up thy bed and walk? Well, they don't really care about him, just not being able to move for 38 years, right? Okay. It sounds like he was left right there for 38 years in that same position. Because it says, when the water is troubled to put me in, he has nobody to put him in the pool. And then when he's coming, another steps him before. He can probably crawl. He says, when I am coming. And he said that he was healed, wist not who it was, for Jesus had conveyed himself away, a multitude being in that place. He didn't know who healed him because there's too many people there. And you see how briefly he spoke to him, right? He asked him a question and he healed him and told him what to do. Afterward, Jesus findeth him in the temple and said unto him, Behold, thou art made whole, sin no more, lest a worse thing come unto thee. Right? Now, that's for people who think that you can just be saved and the end, don't worry about it. No, He's clear. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come unto thee. And this is the same story. I think it's in Matthew about the house swept clean, and if there's continued sin, right, then the 7 more devils than originally were in there are going to come in. That's what happens. The man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus which had made him whole. And therefore did the Jews persecute Jesus and sought to slay him, because he had done these things on the Sabbath day. What absolute hypocrites, right? They're worse than hypocrites. They don't even, this man's like been dying there for 38 years. They don't hold some kind of prayer thing for him to come in the temple and try to heal him. They know who he is. They're acting like they don't know who he is. He's been there for 38 years. Everybody knows who he is. The man departed and told the Jews it was Jesus which had made him whole, and therefore did the Jews persecute Jesus and sought to slay him, because he had done these things on the Sabbath day. But Jesus answered them, My Father worketh hitherto, and I work. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him. He's not provoking him, he's telling him what the case is. Because not only had he broken the Sabbath, but said also that God was his Father, making himself equal with God. All right, now they're going to get it. Ready? Then answered Jesus and said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doeth, these also doeth the Son likewise. For the Father loveth the Son, and sheweth him all things that himself doeth. And he will shew him greater works than these, that ye may marvel. For as the Father raiseth up the dead, and quickeneth them, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will. For the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son. That all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son honoreth not the Father which hath sent him. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word, and believeth on him that sent me, hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, but is passed from death unto life. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they that hear shall live. For as the Father hath life in himself, so hath given to the Son to have life in himself, and hath given him authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming, in the which all that are in the graves shall hear his voice, and shall come forth, that they have done good unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. I can of my own self do nothing. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not mine own will, but the will of the Father, which hath sent me. If I bear witness of myself, my witness is not true. There is another that beareth witness of me, and I know that the witness which he witnesseth of me is true. Ye sent unto John, and he bare witness unto the truth. But I receive not testimony from man, but these things I say, that ye might be saved. He was a burning and a shining light, and ye were willing for a season to rejoice in his light. But I have greater witness than that of John, for the works which the Father hath given me to finish, the same works that I do, bear witness of me, that the Father hath sent me. And the Father himself, which hath sent me, hath borne witness of me. Ye have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape. And ye have not heard his word abiding in you. And ye have not his word abiding in you. For whom he hath sent, him ye believe not. Search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life. And they are they which testify of me. And ye will not come to me, that ye might receive life. I receive not honor from men, but I know you, that ye have not the love of God in you. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive. How can ye believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? Amen. Do not think I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if ye believe not his writings, how shall ye believe my words? Well, that was pretty strong right there. Back in 22, that's it, the end. This is pretty strong speech. For the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son. And he says, I judge, and my judgment is just. And then he says, and ye will not come to me. And then he says, how can ye believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the house, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only?